There's a new bill proposed in the state assembly to repeal the bail reform law. News Channel 2's Kirk Tupai explains the reasoning behind the movement.
Assemblyman John Salka has drafted a bill that would repeal the current bail reform laws. He's proposing to change the list of offenses that are exempt from bail, but believes there should be a responsible policy in place.
No one should spend any more time behind bars than anyone else because of lack of means. That's what we want to fix. We want to go back to the drawing board. We know it needs to be done, and we're going to make those changes.
Dan Butterman is Salka's opponent in the 121st Assembly race. He believes while bail reform may need some changes, it is working.
He's ignoring some of the amendments that were passed this year that responded to the calls of law enforcement on discovery and restoring judicial discretion.
But law enforcement on both sides of the political arena are calling for repeal.
This is not a party issue. I'm probably one of the few Democrats standing in this crowd right now. To me, it's about public safety. It has absolutely nothing to do with partisan politics.
Politics aside, Butterman thinks criminal offenders will come back to court if they're given the resources needed.
Whether it be family services, reminders, transportation, those kinds of things get people back to court. Just the bail itself isn't the actual incentive that works.
Oneida County District Attorney Scott McNamara explains how the amendments to bail reform haven't given judges the amount of discretion needed, and the entire law should be repealed and rewritten.
50% of the people are not showing up on charges. And for us to prosecute them, to hold them responsible for the crime they committed, we have to pay money to go bring them back. And then when we bring them back, they're going to be released again. That's the joke of this whole thing, is that the judge can't even say at that point, listen, you've already shown you're not going to come back to court.
This proposed law is currently in the Assembly's committee process and has no Senate sponsorship. But since the bail reform laws passed, there's been growing pressure from law enforcement and district attorneys across the state for some kind of change. In Wampsville, I'm Kirk Tupai reporting for News Channel 2.
New at 6 tonight, Herkimer College